they couldn't remove the implant. It was the way in my head, the way it was put. I learned after that if they had removed it, they could have hurt me or damaged my brain because it was in such a place. So they didn't remove it. I still have it now as I speak. But what they did is they retuned this implant to their own frequency. They hijacked it. They just burnt it, and so suddenly I was understanding them talking, because tuning them to that frequency, I could hear them talking and understand what they were saying. And I slept. They put me to sleep to regenerate. And when I woke up, I was feeling well and in all possession of my body, and I could sit, and always I had this warm jacket on me, which was enormous. And the first thing I saw was the two men sat on armchairs back to me, and there was a big screen, and on this screen I could see the curvature of the earth. And I didn't know at the time it was the earth, that this was beautiful. I think I understood pretty much that they were bringing me home. And my savior came, he sat beside me, and he spoke to me, and I could understand what he was saying. And he said that they were part of a big organization that I learned later was the Galactic Federation, and that he was from the Pleiades, and that they are rescuing people, especially children. They are working like mad to rescue children that are being abducted, and that they were going to bring me home, and that he explained to me what he did with the implant. And so he put his hand on my head, and I fell asleep. I lost consciousness, and I woke up in my bed. And the next thing is that I woke up in my bed in the morning. The bleedings were on again, and I had blood all over my bed, markings, triangular markings in my inside of my wrist, and a horrible headache. And it was panic. The doctor came, and he couldn't find out anything. I was too young to have my period. It was just traumatic. So they brought me in the hospital, where I stayed 2 months. And
You stayed for how long?
2 months.
2 months?
Yes, 2 months.
Why so long? Okay,
because because they wanted to do tests on me, many tests, and because my headaches wouldn't stop. They were doing scans and electroencephalograms and scans, and they couldn't find anything in my head. Of course, because this implant is interdimensional, so it's transdimensional, so it's in another density that's not. You cannot see it with the instruments of our density.
Like an ethereal implant? Is that what they're called?
I wouldn't call it ethereal. I would call it a technology, but in a higher density. So it's like it is in another dimension density. I can't. I don't know how to describe it, but it's not detectable by our instruments.
Scanner.
Yeah, scanner.
So you got it tuned though to the frequency of the Pleiadians, but the minute you got back home, it's like everything kind of fell away. Or did you have more contact with either group?
Yes. They contact me regularly. I thought I was dreaming. I was seeing the same person, this man with wavy hair, in my dreams. He was talking to me, and one day I could remember clearly what he was saying, that they were here to protect me, and I needed to stay on this planet because I had chosen to be here, because I had a mission. And I remember I was saying, no, I want to go back with you. I want to go back. and they were saying, no, you have to understand that you chose this mission and you have to stay until you accomplished it. My grandmother told me that she was hearing me every night praying to the stars, and my window was open. I was saying, please come back and bring me home. And so I couldn't understand why at the time. And I was completely obsessed by the Pleiades, the constellation. And at that time, I wanted to become an astronomer, because every cell of my body wanted to be there, not here. One night, I woke up in the middle of the night. I was, I think, maybe 14. And this blonde lady was in my bedroom. It was very shocking. She was there. And she showed the wall to me. And the wall became a screen. And in the screen, she showed me stuff. She showed me a big pyramid and people queuing to go to this pyramid, as if this pyramid was a portal. And there were spaceships coming and taking the people somewhere else, like saving them. And then she showed me like a flight, like if I was a bird flying above a landscape. And it was twilight, maybe night. It was in a desert area, and there were buildings, like military buildings in the desert. And I could really focus. And she was drawing my attention to a hangar in that desert. And it was a valley that was perfectly clear until this day. And she said to me, you need to contact. She gave me the name of a person. And I realized later, recently, as I just put my nose back into it, that this aerial view was Area 51. Exactly. And I still don't know to this day why I needed to contact this person. They told me at the time, he could have helped you understand things. So that was it. And another time as well, I was taken again on board a ship. I was 16. In full afternoon, the ray of light, and I was inside the ship suddenly. And they were the same Nordic Pleiadian people, and they left me my memory for that time, and they showed me on a table there was kind of a holographic map with lines and circles in 3 dimension, and it was the map of the stars, like star map, and they were showing me positions of civilizations, and that was imprinted in my mind. They beamed me back, and my first reflex was to grab a map I had, astrological map on paper, and glue stickers wherever I could remember the civilizations were, and write on the map all the names I couldn't find, the name of the stars that I had in my head, and then blank. Poof. Suddenly, I realized something, that this was important, and I got scared. I got scared, and I folded the map and I hid it. Recently, when I decided to undergo hypnosis last year.
Hypnosis?
Sorry?
Oh, just in case people didn't quite catch what you said hypnosis.
Yes, hypnosis, yes. Okay. Last year, at the same time, I received a parcel from my mother in France, and she said, "Oh, I was going through your old stuff and I found this," and that was the map. Huh. So I have it, and in the meantime, I had been in contact with my protectors, and I asked him, my protector, could you help me complete it? And he did.
Huh.
And I published it in my book. So it's
Oh my
available
goodness.
for everyone, because that's, when you receive gift, you always have to share them. That's my, well, at the moment, they were okay with that, of course. And that's when we decide to give information to people. And the